What's cracking, legends? Just going to do a quick update on some stuff I'm seeing on the BTC charts. What's going on? First thing I want to mention, legends, is BTC treasuries. This is actually institutions, the amount of institutional owned Bitcoin. And this is 9.2%, guys. It's actually upticked by 2%. I think it was 7%. Now it's 9%. That's a 2.2% increase. This is publicly owned companies, countries, and ETFs. I said at the start of the year, this actually is playing into my most bullish card. I was saying at the start of the year, if we see institutions begin to start buying and this gets up to, I said 14%, which would be double, I could actually see Bitcoin making a new all-time high if we get to 14%. We're not there yet. I'm not going to say that's, on the cards just yet, legends, the all-time highs and all that. I think we've still got some turbulence this year. You guys know that on the short term, I am looking for a long setup here. I just look at this as just a pretty simple SR trade from around $30,000, guys. We're at 29 now. And we've hit macro long-term support here and here twice. We've then broken through it pretty decisively, and now we're retesting it. So in my experience of trading, SR, pretty fucking simple, guys. You just buy it as support, and that's an easy setup for a short-term pop-up here. I actually do think if we get the pop, guys, we won't break the high. We'll probably come back down again and then retest this trend line because, guys, it's been a pretty simple fucking year. Like, I haven't done many videos because I don't need to do many videos. My first video I did at the beginning of the year was just articulating, and I was explaining that I think we get a rally to 30K and then we go flat for a bit. And that's pretty much exactly what we've done. Overall, this posture is pretty decent. We've got the 200-day moving average coming up here. We've got a trend line playing on. We've got two higher lows coming in here. So it wouldn't surprise me to get another one. Whether we get a small bounce now or later, it remains to be seen. But I just think logically there's a pretty decent SR buy trade here for a bounce. Obviously, guys, if we lose around 27 here in this trend line and the 200-day moving average, say we do something like this and we break through, then yes, we're going to be looking for lower prices. And then obviously $20,000 will be the next targets, maybe a little bit higher as well. But overall, I don't see, that right now, looking at the charts, as the most probable scenario. At the end of the day, we are still in this bullish, this bullish move higher. There are a few things I would like to mention in terms of monthly stochastic RSI is actually overbought significantly. I do look at this and saying there's probably going to be a stop off, which we're getting now, and the weekly's bang on in the middle. So there isn't many instances of Bitcoin. There are a few instances from previous markets where Bitcoin can just carry on with it being at the top, the monthly stochastic RSI. But I think actually it's probably more likely to get a cool off. Volatility is super low right now, meaning that we are building up some tension. You can see here, guys, that very simply on this chart, you have very low volatility building up tension, pop to the upside. You have very low volatility building up tension, pop to the upside. Very low volatility building up tension, pop to the upside. Very, very low volatility. What do you think's going to happen next? Likely a pop to the upside, I would say. But I don't actually think we're going to break the high yet. I drew a chart actually on Twitter saying that I think we get like a more longer term pennant. I actually think it could be even maybe a few more months of just consistently making higher lows. Very similar to like $20,000 when we came up to it for the first time. Might actually be able to show you that. When we hit 20K for the first time, we just pennanted the crap out of it for literally months. It was probably the best part of about 3 months. Let me just quickly check, something like that. But yeah, it's just a long-term pennant coming up. We're just going into it, again into it, again into it, and then eventually broke it. I think this is ultimately the kind of similar scenario we're in right now. Having said that, I do also think that this is kind of the market dynamic. After the COVID crash, the summer after the COVID crash, we had this extremely low volatility period. After, a massive, huge bull market with a bear market, and the market equalized pretty much in the middle of the whole thing. So if you just see here, pretty calm on this chart. You have a massive bull market, massive bear market. You have an equalization, which actually took it pretty much to the middle of around $9,000 between 20 and 3. 9K was kind of the equalization between the two markets in terms of the two markets high, the market high and the market low. Just equalized for an extremely flat period in the middle, which is pretty much actually pretty beautiful in essence, the market doing that. And I do think that's what we're kind of getting now. We're getting some sort of flat, big bull market, big bear market, some sort of flat equalization between the middle. Having said that, we could go a little bit higher. It wouldn't surprise me. I do like this way institutions are beginning to buy more. I think that's a really good because institutions are buying for long-term premise investing. Let's just say they're not looking to buy and sell and flip on a day-to-day. That's more retail traders and hedge funds. Even hedge funds, to a degree, are a little bit more longer. They have a more longer time horizon than that. So institutions, when they buy, they're buying for a reason, for a long-term investment strategy, which is great because it means supply is coming off the books. I'm going to give you my hunch in a second, guys, but I want to do a quick announcement for Alpha. So, guys, we're actually doing a $1,000 giveaway. If you're in the top 3 volume traders on Alpha, you will get $1,000. Guys, also, we're about to do an airdrop to anyone who connects their wallet to Alpha. We're going to do an airdrop. Everybody's going to get something. We're going to airdrop out some tokens. So I'd recommend, guys, to get those free tokens, going over to Alpha and connecting your wallet, basically connecting to the exchange. Then we have your wallet address. We can send you the funds, etc. And then, guys, you can use this exchange, guys, alpha.exchange. It's my exchange. Really going well. Massive volume numbers. Lots of people trading on it. Volume books are looking good. And you can actually use up to 200x leverage on this bad boy, guys. So it's a pretty beast decentralized option for you. So go to alpha.exchange, guys, connect your wallet. We are going to be doing an airdrop soon. Obviously, guys, you know mdxalgo.com is killing it. Absolutely amazing to see the guys using the indicators. I've got my indicators set up to a pretty advanced trading strategy right now. But anyway, get mdxalgo, you know what to do. So my hunch, guys, it's very, very simple. As long as we're above trend, above the 200-day, and consistently making higher lows, I do think that will continue. It's pretty simple, guys. If we get a pop now, lower high, and we break, I actually will change, and I would say 20K is on the cards with a break of structure, and I actually do think it will flush down pretty quickly. My ultimate hunch is probably we're going to stay languid, or say stay flat in here for a little bit longer. As I said from the very beginning, it's going to be a good half of the year. The first half of this year will be good, especially for traditional. You guys know my videos, just go on my Twitter. And then I said that I think the second half of this year could hold some pretty decent volatility. And I actually do think it could be downside volatility, considering a few bigger macro. Analyzing it on a macro scale, I do think that we could have a pretty sharp, weird, volatile second half of the year, then being bought out of it and going higher. But guys, check out all my shit, all the links, you're all legends. Quick little video from me. Hit me a comment as well. How are you doing, legends? How's it going out there? Best comment below, I will send you some crypto directly. So comment, tell me how you're doing, tell me what's going on in your trading strategies. You're all legends. I will see you on Z Flippers.